Sell me this pen. You hear this a lot when you're getting interviewed for a sales position, whether you're selling cars or you're selling refrigerators or microwaves. If you're selling something, the boss might ask you to sell him this pen. You also see this in movies and TV shows, and it's actually pretty cool. The point of the pen is to see if you can sell anything, because if you can sell somebody a darn pen, you can probably sell a car or a refrigerator or even a house. Sell me this pen. So today we're going to be talking about exactly how to sell a pen, which basically means how to sell in general. Just for a little background about me, I've been in the sales industry for about 7 to 8 years. I currently sell cars. I've been in customer service my whole entire life. So not to toot my own horn, but I can sell. So rule number 1 of selling a pen, you need confidence. Confidence is by far the number 1 thing. If you're going to sell this pen, but you're not confident in the pen, then you might as well just stop where you are, because you absolutely need to be confident in this product. You might be thinking to yourself, how do I have confidence in a dang pen? It's a pen. You have to figure it out. If you don't have true confidence of the value of this pen for the customer is going to see right through you and they're not going to buy the pen. You need to be extremely confident on exactly how this pen works, every function of this pen, why this pen's better than other pens. You have to know every detail about the dang pen to sell the pen to the customer. Extremely important that you're taking everything I say very seriously. I know selling a pen is kind of silly, and you might be thinking, there's no point in me finishing this video. This guy's talking about nonsense. This is very, very important. If you're taking sales very seriously and you want to make lots of money, please listen to every word I'm saying. Maybe write some of this stuff down, because this is very, very important. And I wish someone taught me how to sell a pen when I first started, because I could have made way, way, way more money than I first did starting in the sales industry. Rule number 2, guys. Urgency. This is kind of an obvious one. You probably heard this. You have to create an urgency for the customer to even buy the product, but you have to add a little bit of fire under their butt. You have to thoroughly explain why it's so important to buy this pen, how you not buying it is the biggest mistake of your whole entire life. And you have to do this very subtly, and it's really not easy. Creating urgency is probably one of the hardest things you could do being in the sales industry. But if you can thoroughly master the art of making people feel urgent to buy this, the sky's the limit. You will sell so many of whatever product you're selling if you can create a lot of urgency. And you're probably thinking, Rudy, that's really easy just to say. It's easier said than done. How do I actually create an urgency to the customer? Just by breaking down all the negatives that would happen if you just didn't buy this pen right now. Subtly, you're not just going to list a whole bunch of negative things right to their face and make it blatant you're trying to sell something. Just going to subtly kind of say, if you didn't have this pen, you wouldn't be writing as good. Your life's going to get better with, you know what I mean? Like little things like that, just kind of talk them through it and create a very little flame of urgency and let the wind do the rest and make that flame into a fire. Moving on to rule number 3 of how to sell a pen. Obviously, you got to create value. Now, this kind of goes hand in hand with urgency, but creating value is just basically breaking down why this is the best pen on the market, it's the best deal on the market, and exactly why this pen is it should be seen as a very high value item. You kind of have to make it like it was their idea to buy this pen. And again, salespeople get a bad rap. They're snaky and they're trying to trick me. You're really just telling them the truth about this pen and why you believe that this pen is the best pen on the market. And you are telling the truth, right? It's your job to sell the pen. You work for the company who sells the pen. You believe in the pen. That's a big one. Believing in your product, and that will automatically create high value for this pen. Speaking of value, if you're gaining value from this video, this is a very new channel. I don't have a lot of subscribers. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment to push the video out to help the algorithm. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you'd like videos like this, I will make more. Just let me know in the comments. Now, let's discuss rule number 4. Now, this kind of ties into rule number 3, honesty. Honesty is extremely important. Don't lie. Don't ever lie to the customer. This is such a bad move I see a lot of rookies make, and it's very easy just to kind of sprinkle in some white lies there. Oh, this pen is, it writes rainbow colors too, and this pen, the customer's going to see through the lie. And if someone they're already in an uncomfortable position because they know you're trying to sell them. The customer knows that. Lying on top of that just will validate in their brain that they should not trust you and they should not buy this pen from you, regardless whether they want to buy it or not. They will go somewhere else. Don't ever lie about the thing you're selling. If it's a good product, it should be easy enough just to point out the already good qualities that is true about the pen. There's never a need to lie about anything. I'm in the car industry, so it's kind of easy to say things that aren't true. Oh, this car is the #1 horsepower in the league, or it's the #1 reliability. You know what I mean? I could say a whole bunch of BS. This is not true, but I'm not going to do that. I already believe in the product. I think it is a great product, and I have the research and proof to back it up. That's all you need. Don't ever lie. Honesty is the most important thing when you're trying to sell and you're trying to be one of the best salespeople in your league and in your, position and your ranks. Tell the truth. If you do that, you'll already be above 80 to 90% of all the other salespeople in your dealership or wherever you work, okay? Your sales floor. Tell the truth, guys. Before I go over rule number 5, the last rule of exactly how to sell this pen, I just want to say something real quick. If you're watching this video, there's a good chance you're in the sales industry or you're looking to get into the sales industry. And I just want to say, if you're on the fence about it, please do it. If you have that feeling inside you that you can sell and maybe you're in a position where you need to make some more money and a normal 9 to 5 where you get a salary just isn't cutting it for you, take the leap and do it. I was in the same position when I first started in sales. I really need to make up more money. I live on my own. I have my own bills and utilities and stuff like that. And I absolutely had my back up against the wall for sure. And I'm not going to get too much into all that right now, but going to the sales field has pretty much saved my life and extent to it, It really put me in a good position and I'm very happy and grateful for it. So if you're watching this, do it. Just do it. And that's kind of why I'm making these sales videos, because I want to help the people that were in the same boat as me to be able to sell and make tons of money and live happy, great, fulfilled lives. Okay? Rule number 5. Tell a story about the pen. Storytelling is probably one of the best tactics and skills you can have in the sales industry. If you're able to tell a story on how this pen has greatly benefited people or yourself, you're basically selling it without selling it, if that makes sense, right? Maybe you can tell a story of maybe one of your clients that had this pen and it completely changed their lives. And again, like I said, be honest, don't tell lies, but tell a story regarding the pen. It's the easiest ways to sell something. People love storytelling. People get engaged with stories. And if you could tell a story and the pen is the highlight of the story and you're kind of just explaining how good this pen is within a story, guys, you just sold the pen. All right? That's all I got for today. If you got value from this video, like, comment, subscribe. If you want more videos like this, let me know. Rudy, out.